Realizing potential is the first step towards success. And if you want to start a successful journey, realize your potential. But the big question comes over here is how to realize it. To answer this question, your friend is back with another story. Hello everyone, I am Atisha Jain and today I am going to share a small story with you. This is the story of a boy who is just 18 years old. And we all know that after 18, life completely changes. As the boy was entering into a new part of a life and his only desire was to achieve success in every aspect of life. But the question which always revolves around his mind was how to achieve it. He started figuring out the answer. He talked with his parents. They suggested him to pursue a degree so that he could get a high paying job. He talked with his friends. They suggested him to learn a trending skills because they were also doing the same thing. He talked with his mentor. They suggested him to follow out his passion and gradually he will be successful. By taking advice from different peoples, he came to a conclusion that if he wants success, he has to acquire a skill because till now he was just a school boy with zero skills. Now he was pretty sure that he has to acquire a skill, and the biggest tragedy starts from here. He went back to his home, he went into his room, he sat down on a chair, he picked out a pen and a paper and he started mentioning down the skills which can pay him a lot, and then the work which he loves to do, and then the trending skills. Suddenly he found that on paper there were 8 skills written. On the one hand there was coding which can pay him a lot. On the other side there was cooking which he loves to do. On the one side he loves to dance. On the other hand, digital marketing is a trending skill. He was really depressed because he was unable to pick the one which he has to pursue in his future. He thinks for hours and he picked the one and told himself that this is what I wanted to be in future. Next morning he went outside, he met with different peoples, and when he came back in evening, he crossed the first one and he ticked the other one. And this process continues. He used to meet with different people, they used to give him different suggestions, and his goal keeps on changing. Months passed away, but the boy was unable to pick the one which he has to pursue in his future. Now, he was getting depressed and he started underestimating himself. His parents were really concerned about him. So they suggested him to go and meet out the monk. Next morning, boy went to Hermitage to meet the monk. He went into monk's room, he sat down in front of him and he started explaining about his problem. Monk was consciously listening to the boy. The boy ends up by asking a question, tell the one thing which I should pursue to become successful in my life. As the boy ends, monk stood up and he went into his room. The boy got shocked because he was unable to understand why the monk had went away. Boy started thinking that the monk was not having an answer for his question, that's why he went away. Boy also stood up and he also started walking outside the room. Suddenly, monk came out of his room. Boy turns around and he found that the monk was standing with a treasure box in his hand. The boy became happy because he started thinking that by listening a sad story, monk is going to gift him a treasure box. He went near to monk. Monk gave him a treasure box and asked him to open it. The boy looks around the treasure box and he found that there was a lock on a treasure box. He asked for a key. Monk gave him a bunch of keys. Again he asked from which key this treasure box will get unlocked. Monk simply replies, find it out. Boy picked the first key and tried to unlock the treasure box, but the treasure box doesn't get unlocked. He picked the second one, he tried it out, but nothing happens. He picked the third one, then also nothing happens. He picked the fourth one and he tried to unlock the treasure box and the treasure box got unlocked. He was at the 7th heaven. He opens down the treasure box and he found that the treasure box was empty. He got angry and he started looking around the monk. Monk smiles and answered, to unlock a treasure box you have tried out 3 different keys and with the 4th one you have unlocked it, then how can you unlock your path of success without even trying out a single skill? My boy, the biggest mistake you were doing, you were trying to unlock your path of success with someone's key. From last 3 months, you were just taking suggestions from different peoples. They were suggesting you on the basis of their experiences. Whatever they have observed or whatever they have experienced in their life, on the basis of that, they were suggesting you. And those suggestions were just like bunch of keys. To pick the right suggestion which is appropriate in your life and which is applicable in your life, you have to apply in your life. And this can only be done when you try to experience out those things. My boy, the biggest mistake you were doing, you were just taking suggestions from different people and you were waiting for the right suggestion. Our suggestions can never be right until and unless you don't apply it into your life.